up, family? Welcome to Ask the Mods,
where we challenge you to stop playing and start pushing.
This is my effervescent wife, Fiona.
Oh yeah, effervescent? Okay, and this is my amazing husband. How you say?
Just amazing?
You are amazing. You amaze me in many ways, more ways than one, all day, every day. All right, y'all, you are checking out our online advice column and blog. You're either looking at us at www.beintentional.com or you're checking us out on our YouTube channel. Either way, welcome. What we do here is give you our opinions, share our thoughts, what we're thinking about, answer your questions, and always keep it 100%
real.
All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We want to share something with you today that was reinforced for us at a conference we just came from called the Smart Marriages Conference. And let me just put it like this. In our society, you know how we look at TV and we listen to the radio and we always say, now look, that don't make no sense. Look how that girl is on there shaking her behind, or oh my gosh, look how they try to sell you on, you know, how much status you're going to get if you get this particular car or what have you. And then we say, but you know how it is. Sex rules the world. You know how it is. Money rules the world. Well, what was reinforced for us this weekend is that something else really and truly rules the world. No matter how you getting down, no matter where you at, no matter who you sexing, or how much money you got or don't got. And we just want to kind of throw that out there for you today, for you to marinate and meditate on. So honey, tell them, what exactly does rule the world?
Relationships. Relationships rule the world. Because, I mean, if you didn't have a relationship with somebody, there would be no sex. And if you didn't have a relationship with somebody or some entity, there's a possibility that you wouldn't have any money. So you got to have relationships undergirding both of those things. It's absolutely crucial. And you know, the relationships are essential because those are the building blocks for your own sense of self and also for a stronger community. So relationships are the key.
You want me to say, look, at the end of the day, we have to just realize that oftentimes we look at all the sensationalized stuff out here. And the reality is that what my husband is saying is the absolute truth. You know, I don't get down with absolutes so much, but I do believe in this absolute truth that relationships rule the world. Because even if you're not feeling old girl like that, you just want to get some, you have to engage her in some way. And so you have a relationship of some sort. Yeah. You know, I mean, there's always a relationship that is in place. It can be an unhealthy relationship or it can be a healthy relationship. But if you are in isolation, living on your own, doing your own thing, not, you know, existing with other folks, then you ain't really progressing.
But hold up though, I know the guys out there probably thinking that if I pay her money, I ain't got to get into a relationship with her because I'm paying her for services. But check this out. You have to be in a relationship with somebody in order to get the money to give her. So again, the relationship that you had prior to engaging in that transaction was one where you earned the money from somebody that you worked for or some type of sense or some type of income that you created, and then you then gave that money to somebody else.
And then when you give that money to her, your relationship with her is now based on money and her providing a service to you. A relationship still exists of some sort. Now, we're talking about all of these loose relationships and these relationships that probably aren't the best. When we talk about, you know, giving people money for sex and this kind of craziness. But I guess what we really want you to understand that the amount of energy you put into your relationships is going to be what you get out in terms of what is productive in your life, in terms of what looks good and feels good in your life. So don't minimize the relationships in your life, from the relationships with your loved ones, from the relationships you have at work, you know, even with the person that you always see at the bank. That might be the person that a year from now hooks you up, you know, in a way that you didn't expect with a loan or something like that, because you invested in a relationship just by perhaps asking, how you doing?
Yeah, those relationships can assist you in manifesting your fullest potential and getting you where you really want to go.
Right. Because people always say when they get to some level of success, you know, they tell their story and people say, well, how did you do it? How did you do it? Or how did you find the one? How did it happen? And what you find is that each story is different. There usually isn't any one formula. The only thing that you can really see in there is that they had relationships. They got a hookup because they had a relationship. They got some insight because they had a relationship. They were able to elevate and get somewhere because they had and honored a relationship. So, We hope that this has been of some help to you. This has given you some insight and perhaps a different way of seeing things, or reinforced what you already knew but maybe were slipping up on. Pay attention to your relationships, because relationships do rule the world. Stop playing and start pushing.